just want to feast.
As long as we keep on the
The
same track, we'll
merge,
make merge.
I don't mind because we're all
like
in the
you're
same
talking
boat.
about things that aren't to do with the vote, and the vote was just perplexing.
Yeah, what is the vote?
Yeah, I think throwing in the food thing is just a cover for what the heck just happened.
I didn't vote away from who I said I was going to vote. I
My
voted
Laura was the
Mine was the last
messy lover.
Mine was the last one. I didn't vote Keegan, I didn't vote myself.
Mine was first out with the heart on the side of it.
Mine was just the all caps Laura without the heart. And then I wrote
So how many Lauras?
And I had the tulip.
Laura, well that means everyone voted for Laura.
She's called her flower.
I ended up voting for Ash, and she wasn't really happy about that. And yeah, I told her just spice things up.
I would have
We can do
it.
Look, it's out.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I knew Laura was going anyway.
What?
So I was trying to find out who voted for who voted for who, and I ended up telling her, yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I was actually confused.
No, I don't care that I got voted. I was worried that like a couple people threw their votes on you and then suddenly we accidentally like, oh, I was so nervous for you.
My head was like starting to pound. Like, what's going on?
So we had our first tribal council. It was meant to be a straightforward 7-1 vote on Laura because she wasn't feeling well and wanted to go home. And the votes start coming out, Laura, Keegan. We knew that she was voting for me. We'd discussed that. I was happy for that, no worries. And then another Keegan came out and my heart just went, oh dear, I've miscalculated. And then we had an Ash vote and it was like, what the hell is going on here?
Okay, I voted for Keegan only purely because of the fact if they hear about the vote count and we can say it was like a 2 to 6 and we can use the kind of thing purely, I wasn't gonna, sorry that I didn't say it straight away, I was like, oh, we'll play into it, but I felt like if we go into it and like, oh, it was like a 6-2, I'll put it can't do maths.
So we've just gone back to camp, we've hashed it all out. It was Ben who put his vote on me to have a bit more of a story when we swap, which I can understand the strategy. I would have liked him to, pre-warn me. I had been suggesting it to Brendan that somebody do it because I felt that was a better look rather than a 7-1 split. It would give that person a chance to get in and get all the secrets out of the other tribe for us.
Because then it just gives more credit to the story.
I
should have told you.
My tribe is bizarre. How did we get such a simple vote? So messed up. You tell me. Oh my god. I think you and Ben and I would be crazy.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Isaac would definitely your name. It's a wild card situation. And I don't really care because it's the way that, even the way that he was talking to you, he just misread it. Yeah, but I still think that can come up and have different consequences later.
Yeah, and it's like, does he think that I'm on the bottom so he's voting me, which is totally fine if that's what he thinks, but like, I don't care. Not only does Ben say he voted for Keegan, but then Isaac, who I've wanted to work with this whole time, turns around and is like, I voted for Ashley, and I was like, sweet, top job, dude. Like, I wanted to work with you, cool.
But yes, I will again apologise for not telling you all about time my vote. I do feel really bad about it.
It doesn't cause any distrust from my end anyway. I think it's fine. I mean, you come out to it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was helpful for the team. Otherwise, everyone would have just been like,
It would have been a huge case of.
It really was definitely not a good look.
I feel like it went from like 0 to 100 back to like 0.
Yeah.
We need Laura to help us meditate again.
Oh, honestly.
We need meditation.
Um,
Somebody has the idol. I know they do. And my bet's on someone like Charlene. She's incredibly smart. She knows what she's doing. And I hate that she's so smart. See, this is why I can't work with women. Women are hard to manipulate. You can't manipulate a woman. You can manipulate a man, though. I don't think it's out here.
You okay?
I've given up.
I think I've seen posters
But-
around there.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
So, I don't know. I think somewhere around,
Yeah.
like, along the river somewhere.
Being attacked by the trees. Oh my god.
Ash and Brendan are a little bit more, they're smart players. I think they probably work with us till merge, but they're the two that I expect to flip. So I'm actually working closely with them currently to try and get in so that if they're going to flip, they bring me along rather than flip on me.
If anyone is going to flip, I would say it would be her.
Yeah, yeah. And she might very well be jittery now that her name has come up.
And Brendan's thinking, oh, we'll just get to merge.
Probably like in the middle of like this prickly ass portion, making us put our arms through it. Or somebody already got it in the pocket.
I would call Tribal Council a success. I was pretty aware that it was either me or Aston going home, and fortunately I think I did enough work to get people on side, or you know, just fortunately had people who basically already had the same thought that I had.
Hopefully it doesn't start down right now.
I feel like I've worked hard and it hasn't been easy to survive. Like I think if I'd put in less effort, I probably would be out. And I think because I kept talking to people, kept trying to strategize, kept trying to put myself in conversations, like I've managed to make it this far.
Yeah,
What did Aston think was going to happen actually?
I think he thought it was going to be you, maybe for
We might have sung some seal in response to potentially voting you off.
You might have sung what?
He thought it was him.
Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
Are you serious?
I was like a little blindsided after that tribal council. Like I came walking in, like hearing the plan was Rose, we were singing Kiss from a Rose.
I was here, just being like sort of like, you know, awkwardly being like, what's the plan? I need to be with the most people. I'm hearing Rose's name, yes, sure. And oh, it would be funny if we sing Kiss from a Rose for a little bit.
Yeah.
It feels so awkward, like spelling out my plan. I mean, if you're not going to find out now, you're going to find out on the show.
It's good to know.
I'm like a little annoyed that like, oh, I got blindsided and it was like not the move that I expected or wanted or was excited to have happened, but that's Survivor.
Aston, he was leading us.
Yeah,
obviously.
yes, yeah. Whereas I think, you know, you and I are definitely like on the same kind of like, I think wavelength when it comes to talking and discussing. Rose, I think, is definitely an element of, you know, she's got a lot of experience and she knows this game quite well. So
I think I'm flying under the radar right now. I think I'm the only person on my tribe who hasn't received a vote yet. I think I'm in most people's plans. I know that my name came up last time because I hadn't received a vote and my name hadn't come up. But whereas Aston was not receiving votes because he was running the show, I think I'm much more sleuthy at the moment, which is good.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, like, if you are on a minority, you've got to think about like who is going to be able to not throw you under the bus when you get there, and to like keep you on that bus, like for sure. And I think I agree with you, like, you know, Rose and yourself would be the best people to align in that sort of regard.
Yeah. So Alex, I think we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
I feel like we have similar thought processes
Agreed.
all game.
Yeah.
I think right now I want to work closest with Jeremy and Rose, just because I think they're going to be the strongest strategically going into a merge situation where we're down. I think there is a very real possibility that there isn't a swap when we merge down 7-3. I want to put my best foot forward there.
Everything.
Everything.
Nice.
What did you forget?
I don't think Alex trusts me, so I think that she needs to go next, and I would push for that.
No. How much is that like getting at your soul a little bit?
If I was like busy,
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't like
You would go
think
through
about
whole
it.
days like
Having got immunity and idle, I'd probably be at the bottom, and probably people thinking that I've got now a strategy or a game. So yes, I'm probably the number one person to look out for next challenge. If I don't get immunity, I'm probably definitely on the chopping block. I don't think they thought that I had the mental capacity or the physical capacity at first, but within that challenge, I probably saw a different side, that I'm probably more willing and competitive than they probably first thought. I don't think they thought I was competitive at all, which I'm now showing my colours, I think.
Morning, guys.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Nice to see you all. We're about to get to our next challenge. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. I need individual immunity back, please, Charlene.
Oh, I left it at camp.
Oh no, we lost it.
You're just immune forever.
Sorry, this whole thing.
Sorry.
So individual immunity is no more. We are once again. Do you think we should play for immunity now, or do you want to do something else? Do you want to do something a bit different? Yeah. All right. Let's switch things up. Everyone, drop your bus.
Shut up.
I didn't bring my bag.
So I'm so rich. Where's my boss?
Throw them away. You don't need them anymore.
Oh
Bye-bye.
All right. Take a bag out of the bag, obviously. And then hold them in your hand. Do not open them yet, please. Alright, everyone, open your bag and see what you tried. Alright, we'll get Red over this side, and we'll get Bimbyang over this side, Gudali over this side.
Red, still red.
Oh, that's probably copyrighted.
Please, red, guys. Thank you. Imaginary elephants are included.
I like it.
Alright, so we've got this new Bimbyang. We've got 3 former Bimbyang and 3 former Gudali. How do you think that's going to play into the game, Charlene?
Well, it's a whole new game, and we are just going to embrace each other and try and forge, a new tribe that's just as strong as our old tribe.
Absolutely. And over here, we've got 2 former Gudali and 4 former Bimbyang. Jeremy, do you feel like you're outnumbered, or is this a new game for you?
I mean, at first take, absolutely, you sort of feel like we're outnumbered. Rose and I sort of put together. But at the end of the day, like, the first step is a challenge, hopefully, and then we can start, the whole new game together. And there's absolutely no reason why PTs can't emerge from this merge step. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's just another element of, like, the game, and let's just take it on.
Speaking of challenges, we are doing our next community challenge now.
In this challenge, one caller will direct 5 other blindfolded players, one at a time, to find a ball on a field and bring it back to them. Once all 5 balls have been brought back to the caller, they can start throwing the balls at a pyramid of tins. The first tribe to knock all 6 tins off the table wins immunity and reward in the form of sandwiches and fruit. The losing tribe must send someone home to become the 5th person eliminated from Survivor Canberra.
Ready?
I'm sorry.
Go!
Straight ahead. Forward. Keep going forward.
Forward.
Little to your right. Step to your right.
Left.
Keep going. Another 4 steps forward.
Left.
3, 4,
Left.
1, 2.
Turn around.
Down.
Turn around.
Right.
Yep, down.
And you're right.
Straight.
Yep. First ball. Keep coming straight back to my voice.
Straight. Dumb.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Straight.
Keep
Going straight. Keep going straight. All the way straight. Keep going until I tell you.
Stop.
Keep going. Stop. Turn right. Other right. Yep, down. Touch it. Yeah, you kicked it.
Keep coming this way. Straight
Turn.
back. Keep coming.
Behind your foot. Other foot. Look. Touch it. Ankles down.
Stand back.
Straight up. Bend down. Move your. You kicked it again.
Keep coming straight back.
Stand up. Yeah, crawl. Turn to the right. Touch it. Yep. Stand up. Run. Straight. Reach my hand. Yeah. Okay. Going straight ahead. Straight. All the way straight. Okay. Stop. Right. Mind your right. Yeah. 1 step. You're standing on it.
Now stop.
Okay. Turn straight ahead. Alrighty. Isaac.
Yep, come
Go
back to my voice. That's
straight.
right.
All the way
Keep
straight.
coming,
Keep
straight
going.
back, keep coming.
Yeah, you're right. Straight. Stop. Turn left. Stop. Turn around.
I'll tell you if you're going crooked. I'm just saying.
Keep turning. Right.
Keep going.
No. Stop.
Keep
Turn
going.
right.
Stop.
Turn.
I want you to take
No.
2 steps
Left.
right.
Stop.
1, 2.
Turn
Try
around.
standing at the ball.
Keep
It's
turning.
your right foot, so
Keep
go
going.
down.
Straight
Forward
ahead.
in touch
Turn.
with your
Left.
foot.
Yep.
Okay, you have the
Stop.
ball. Come
Going
back
down.
to my voice.
Go
Straight
down.
forward. Straight.
Go down.
I'll only let you crash. Keep going.
Turn around to my right. Turn around to my right. Keep searching. Turn. Left. Stop. You're touching the footy. You're touching it. No. Your left arm. No. Move forward a little bit. Stop. There. Stand up. Go. Yeah, keep running. Okay. Keep going straight. All the way straight. Keep going. Stop. Turn left. Straight. Stop. No. Turn around. Go back. 1 step. 2 steps forward. Stop. Turn around. Go down. Turn around. Keep going. Go to your left. No. Right. Behind you. Touch it. Stand. Keep going. Going to me. To my voice. Yeah.
Oh no. Behind the cameraman.
There's another one there. Good work. Go out.
Yes,
Good work.
Got the baton.
Oh.
Yes! Again. So close. Oh god, it's difficult to win. Nice. That's all you, man.
Alright. NBA, another immunity win. Someone come get it. And your award. Damages. NBA wins immunity, safe from tribal council, no one going home, and a reward to top it off as well.
Woo!
Congratulations. Darling, nothing for you. It begs the question, Jeremy, is blue cursed?
Yes.
Yeah, simple as that, yes. Well, nothing for you, unfortunately. Another tribal council, one person, going home again, fifth person getting voted out of Survivor Canberra. You can all head on out. Thank you.
We just came back from tribe swap. Straight away, Rose and I are on the bottom. It's a 4-2 minority, and really Rose and I we're up against us. We have to find a way to get back into the game.
Well, I was just like, nah, keep doing it in the open, and hopefully you just collect every free.
Keegan was just throwing those balls out very hard and was losing a couple of them. So I don't know, maybe I should have stepped in earlier. But yeah, it turned out we just didn't get the win.
The calling was really good.
Yeah, the calling was
so
very
clear.
I mean, we like smoked them by what?
Yeah, we did.
In the calling.
If we hadn't lost those balls,
Yeah.
I think that was a massive feature. I think, giving you an opportunity at least 4 or 5 at a time.
Yeah. You can then kind of get your arm in.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
just
just
a little
go
bit
for
that,
it.
and you adjust. But when you're throwing one ball, running.
Yeah.
So, in an effort to protect my fellow Reds, I deliberately threw the challenge. I put myself in the pressure position and threw the balls into the bushes. I then spent ages searching for a ball that was at my foot. So I've got the tribe to where I wanted. We are at tribal. We have a chance to vote out another of the old blues. My worry is this is a possible time. There aren't the big enough numbers to make a comfortable split, so it wouldn't surprise me if one of the others, particularly Brendan, tries to make a big move at this moment.
I need to change my top too, guys. We need to change it to our blue.
We did meditation.
Yeah, we did meditation.
With Laura.
With Laura.
I am so grateful with how this tribe swap has ended up. I've ended up with Charlie, who I love with all of my heart, which is perfect because like we basically have like unspoken words. We're good with each other.
Okay.
And an outdoor
store or something.
Yeah.
So I found this little bad boy here. I'm pretty sure I can only use it at the next 3 tribal councils that I attend. So I can only play it at either the next one I go to or the 2 after that, which fingers crossed I don't go to anymore.
Store.
Which is a climb.
Oh yeah, like boulder.
Okay, so I found this little bad boy. So I just keep stumbling across idle clues, it seems. So this one was actually in my bag that my buff came in. The clue itself says, this is a clue to a hidden immunity idol. Catch me if you can, my bark has no bite, but you'll need to make yourself tall when I'm near. Look for something white, and when you find it, your game should be alright. And so, look, I already have one idol in my pocket. So I think with this one, it's better for me to share this information around, gain trust with people.
I'm going to imagine it's hidden up in a tree. We need to find it.
Yeah.
to at least secure someone
Have the
should be going
strength.
for third odd. And I really want like the 3 that are over there to find whatever idol it was over there.
Yeah.
'Cause that would be pivotal going into
Well,
it.
they know the ground so well.
That's what I'm
so
trying.
if something new appears, they know exactly where
Exactly.
it is.
They
My buddy
see trampled
fucking
land.
looked for 7 rocks,
Yeah.
So Rosemary and Jeremy pulled Charlene and Brendan to the side for a trap, which gave Ben a chance to have a sit down with me and show me an idol that he has found in his buff. That apparently is at his camp. So now we've got to find up a tree that's white, an idol. So the fact that he showed me the clue, I think shows that he's trusting me. Just because it's white, I can see that it's white, so...
Straight away, Rose, her strategy, she came back when we came back to our original camp. Rose said, go and look for an idol. The only way that we can save ourselves right now is if we use an idol and we play it correctly. That can at least save us or just get us through this one more tribal council. So we have been kind of thinking about where this hidden immunity idol may be, but you know, it's one of those sort of needle in a haystack kind of situations where if we find it, it'd be like the luckiest, best thing ever.
It is not a great outcome for me with the way the split of the tribes has occurred in this swap. I've had this happen before where it's myself and one other person going on to a majority dominant tribe. It did not turn out well. Look, I don't think it's great. I think out of myself and Jeremy, who presumably are the obvious targets for the majority, I would be targeted, I think, over Jeremy. I think that they would potentially target me because they know that I am game savvy, I guess.
This could be a chance for you guys
Yeah.
to do that.
If, when Keegan comes up to me, and like obviously I'll just go chat to him about it, but you know, maybe I don't know, who do I throw on you? Yeah, okay.
My name comes up every time.
Okay, yeah, I was be like,
People thing.
okay, so I'll try and push an agenda and say like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Perhaps you know,
I'm trying to pitch that Brendan, Ben, and Charlene should team up with us, use that 5 to get rid of a huge threat of Keegan.
What did you guys pitch to Brendan before?
Brendan, we pretty much just gave a spiel of like what had happened, and then we said, if you want to make I was like, I know you're strategic.
Yeah.
If you want to make a move, like, you know, now's the time.
Yeah.
If there's someone you want to target,
Did
we
you get a
can
name?
help you. We didn't get a name.
Yeah.
This is why I was pushing just now, because like none of you have given me a single name.
Yeah,
which freaks me out.
obviously it's hard because it's like
Yeah.
you look at it on paper and it's a 4 versus 2, which is shit for you guys. But
Yeah.
Is he close? I get the sense that he's close with Keegan. Have they been pretty chummy?
See, I don't know. I think the thing is, I don't know completely what it comes out, which is why when you did suggest it, I'm not completely opposed to where we are.
Yeah.
Because it is like, I don't know where his head's at. I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, people view him as that.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, there is the whole meat shield thing.
the what? I mean, yeah,
You
taking
know what I
forward a
mean?
meat shield.
But like, that's dangerous.
Yeah, with him having the ability on puzzles, he was like nailing this puzzle.
Good at puzzles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
got that
mental,
first puzzle straight.
physical,
Yeah.
strategic.
Yeah. Everything, like, in a sense, is a triple threat.
I think it's a great opportunity to do that right now. It's going to be the merge soon. You do not want Keegan in individual immunity challenges. He's a physical beast, and he's strategic, and he's also really good at mental challenges. Like,
I want to make moves.
Yeah. In that conversation, what would be the best move for you personally? Like, let's say, add to your CV, add to your portfolio right now.
I got votes last time, which I shouldn't have gotten votes.
Well, that's confusing because I said to Brandon, I was like, so surely the Lara vote should have been straightforward, and he's like, no, actually there was a few more votes getting thrown out there. And I was like, wait, what? That's kind of
keep saying Matt. It's not Matt. It's Ben.
Gotcha.
threw
Yeah.
my name out.
Yeah.
I voted for me. Just didn't tell me beforehand. Just put an extra vote on me, and I was like, kind of, what?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
How many did you get?
I ended up running with 2, so it was 5-2-1.
Yeah.
I think split. Ash got a random vote for somebody, so people
That's
don't
pretty
vote where
funny.
they say in these
No.
tribes. So, do I trust any of them? No.
I'm not confident going into this tribal. I received extra votes last tribal when I shouldn't have, and then there was a random vote on Ash. People aren't voting where they should. It should have been a straightforward 7-1 split. Instead it was a 5-2-1. So I could have easily gone if other people had have just decided to be a chaotic voter. So do I trust them? No. Do I think I'm going to have to trust them? Probably.
See, here's the thing. When Rose and I say, like, because we've got no other option, our back is up
Yeah,
against
you
the
have-
wall. Yeah, so whatever you want to do, and on top of that, the information I got from Brendan was perhaps Dom's playing both sides. I don't know if I'm going to be able to trust Dom going over the other side. I know that Brad's a pretty clever player. I think he would be able to be on our side. So if you take me, Rose, you would get Brad, you would have power, and I think that would probably be my best pitch to you. Your answer is what name?
Matt voted for me. I'd be happy to send him home. Obviously, I'm putting my trust in you.
Yeah. So
because you go to him and tell him, "Oh, Keegan's throwing your name out." I'm dead.
No, well, exactly, but that doesn't help me.
Feel like
I need it. Yeah.
You need to build trust with me. I need to build trust with you. I haven't, as last tribal, it did not go how it should have. So there's no trust built.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if Matt's gunning for you now, who's to say he's not trying to like do that?
Sorry, Matt, it's Ben.
Oh, Ben.
I don't know why I associate
Ben's gunning. Yeah.
I don't know why I associated with Ben. Oh, Ben with Matt, but
So Ben's got the beard. So go on.
Red check shirt originally. Yeah. I don't know why I'm going with Matt.
Yeah.
So we don't have a Matt.
Yeah, he's like, Matt doesn't exist. If you write down Matt, you look idiot. Okay.
I'd be, they'll be going, who is he voting? I've got to have a sketch.
Can you please explain?
So when anybody comes up to us, we're going to say to them, look, if you'll be willing to take out Keegan, we're going to do that because he's a threat and we need to eliminate him straight away. To Keegan, we'll literally say to him, I think they're going to come after you because you are such a big threat. If you need our numbers to be secure moving forward, we're going to pitch it to them. So Rose and I are just going to try and work with the agendas, assume, what they're going to try and pitch to us, and we're just going to go along with it. So that's going to be our strategy, just to make sure that they think that they can trust us just to save ourselves.
Because you've definitely got two. For example, if you've got like Rose and I, you can go not only from here forward, but going into, if a merge does happen, combining, like that's power for numbers.
Like we are tied with everyone else, as you know, like when you go through the struggles, like you have relationships with
So
If I am going to work with anyone from Blue, I would probably more work with Alex, who I got teamed up with in one of the earlier challenges or earlier rounds. I think she's a bit more trustworthy. I don't know that Rose is trustworthy. I don't really know these people, to be honest, so I can't really be casting judgment upon anybody. But just based on like first kind of glances and things, I just think that Rose doesn't seem as trustworthy.
The thing is, we didn't have to go through so much.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I
So
think
like
what you said that one time, it's like we didn't have to go through that,
Yeah.
so it's like we haven't
We don't-
thought about
Yeah,
that.
we don't know where everything's drawn on our side. That's the thing.
Look, Rose and I have had a lot to do with playing this game together. So originally we were pitched against each other from the beginning, but I do get the sense that her and I are working together. She could she knows that she's probably going to be the name getting thrown out there. So if she flips on me, that's pretty like a fair enough move, but I don't think she's likely to do that. For me, if it means that I have to secure my game, then perhaps I might consider it, but I don't want there to be a situation where if we do somehow convince someone to come with us and then I put the name on Rose and I would blow up that plan and Rose goes home, we could have gone forward together. I don't want that to be the case. So maybe a smart play for Rose and I is to put each other's names down to make sure that we definitely go through. But at the end of the day, I don't want there to be a situation where I ruin that by not trusting Rose.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I think Keegan would be the smartest to take out from original Red Tribe in this group because he is such like a immunity threat. People are quite scared of him because he has been doing really well in all these tribe challenges that we've done. And so that going into merge is really, really dangerous.
feet, try and find some shade from the rain. Okay, so the new Gadali tribe, the tribal council. It has to be said, Rose and Jeremy, you've come to every single tribal council so far.
We bring it.
Rose, how do you feel being a tribal council yet again with the blue tribe?
It's just normal at this point, isn't it? That's just what happens after a challenge.
Well, yes, I've got to point out the common theme. I'm not going to lie. Jeremy, do you think that there is a problem here with you two, or is it just unlucky?
I think there's definitely an element of unluckiness. There's definitely aspects that I would look back on in each individual sort of challenge where it hadn't gone our way. And there's some things that we couldn't even help, and even our strategy was great. I think Keegan performed perfectly in commanding exactly where we needed to go. He took out as many tins as he possibly could, and then with the battling the elements of the balls and that sort of thing. So I think is it directly Rose and I fault? I don't think so. I'd like to think not, but it definitely seems to be that way.
Charlene, the other thing that I must point out, it does seem pretty obvious, there is a 4-2 tribe split, obviously for former Bimbiang and 2 former Gudali. Is this a straightforward vote, just getting rid of the former Gudali tribe members?
I don't necessarily think so. I think we just had some general conversations. We probably haven't had enough time to strategize, I guess, because we were running on winner's high maybe or something like that. So it probably was good to have that time to break away and strategize.
Absolutely. And Ben, if you're not voting for former Gudali, what are the other reasons where you might vote someone out right now?
I think obviously people keep in the back of their minds who will be threats later on, especially because I think we're all assuming merge will be out something. So I think people just try to keep in mind that moving forward, who do you want to be a merge and who do you not want to be a merge? Who do you want on the jury?
So Brendan, who do you want to be on merge with you? Who do you take forward with you?
Look, I always go either two ways. I like to go against the best, or I like to go against the underdogs. So in this case, it could go either way, really.
Is there talk of challenge threats in the game coming into individual immunity types?
I think so. I think people are already thinking about individual and who are the tougher competition. So I think we're at that point now we've got to think about that part of the game now.
Keegan, how is the weather affecting the strategizing? Is it hard to sort of break away and strategize, or are you finding ways?
That camp's not too bad. You're under the trees for a lot of it, so you stay in dry, whereas that camp, they're going to be wet. So, it's... when you have this little numbers, it's very hard to actually break away and have those proper chats with people. I haven't heard anything about talking about challenge threats at this stage, which could be a worry. Do I think it's the right time to take a challenge threat? There's a battle back coming. You do not want to have somebody you've knocked off coming back through that.
So Keegan, who are some of the big challenge threats
in your eyes? Me. I'll go out there. I'm built like a tank, so there's nothing I can do about how I'm built. I enjoy the challenges, so but having said that, leaving me to be voted out later is actually a smarter move, because people will see me as a threat, so they're always going to take me out. So you don't need to do it now.
Stay with you, keep you on the tribe because you're a challenge threat?
Yeah, because we are still at not individuals, so we can win. We were close, we got beaten by Black Reds. Those, I don't know, have you recovered the balls yet?
There's still some in there. So, they're lost for it.
Right. The fact that I was running back and forth with one ball, it just sat. And, they got lucky that their balls didn't go in.
It's an interesting conversation about threats, though. Jeremy, why would you be a threat in the game?
Why would be a threat in the game? Because, you'd sort of argue how have they made it this far, without being any kind of threat. And I would sort of say maybe because I've sat in the middle there somewhere. Maybe I'm a threat because of my perceived, other ability. I didn't throw very well today. I didn't roll the ball into a hoop very well the other day. So look, at the end of the day, I think it's quite easy to perceive someone as a threat, but I think if there's a facts that remain, I haven't really performed as well as maybe as I was hoping. So I don't think I'm as much as a threat as people have originally assumed.
Charlene, why would you be a threat?
I haven't thought of that yet. I think I work well at perceiving what's going on.
Okay, so social threat.
Yeah, obviously not so much on the physical side. We've had this discussion back at the old camp. But yeah, I think just maybe that I would be perceptive to what's going on outside of maybe what I'm seeing.
I think she's underselling herself. She won the individual immunity.
Yeah, come on. Absolutely nailed that hoop.
Yeah.
Brendan, why would you be a threat?
Look, obviously I'm similar. I'm not gonna win a marathon over any of these guys anytime soon. Look, I try and be as sociable as possible. And sort of opposite to Keegan is that, the reason to maybe keep a stronger threat around is the same reason to keep a weaker challenge person around, is because you've got a better chance to beating me at immunity challenges. So.
Okay. So Ben, we've got social threats, we've got physical threats. Which threat do you take out?
Shit. I think with like the thought process of there being some form of like a battle backpack, it's like it's the possibility that it's not a good idea to take out a physical threat here, but I think it might not be a bad idea to take out someone who is maybe a social threat, who is well connected with people here. I don't know. My mind still.
We can see a bit of talking.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm getting distracted over here.
Names around
Can you explain what's going on?
Yeah.
Enlighten us.
Just confirming some thoughts I think people have.
Yeah. Any names been coming out?
You hear everyone's name. Like, I've heard my name about a billion times. So.
Keegan, have you heard your name?
Yep, I've been told that I'm getting votes. So.
And Jeremy, have you heard your name?
I can only definitely assume that you would vote for me. Like, just easy pickings, Rose and I think, just with the 4v2. But there comes an element where, like, why just take that easy road out? Well, not out, but that easy road when, at the end of the day, if we're going to make some kind of movement, might as well do it now, because it's not even... what tribes are at the point we are at this point don't really matter. So you got to look at, individual game and what that means going forward. If people have, in the past, try to get you, then maybe you can use Rose and I to go and make sure that you're safe.
Well, it's turned out to be a lively tribal with some looks, lances, but with that, it is time to vote. Charlene, you're up first.
The fact that there's so many names going around, it's probably going to be me, but I'll stick with what's been said and hopefully it plays out.
Alright, we'll go count the votes. Alright, if anyone would like to play a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to do so. Alright, let's get to the votes. Alright, first vote, Rose.
She's a lot different.
Second vote, Jeremy. 1 vote Rose, 1 vote Jeremy. Third vote, Ben. 1 vote Rose, 1 vote Jeremy, 1 vote Ben. Fourth vote, Rose. 2 votes Rose, 1 vote Jeremy, 1 vote Ben. Fifth vote, Ben. 2 votes Rose, 2 votes Ben, 1 vote Jeremy. Last vote. We have a tie. Jeremy. So, we've got a 3-way tie, which means Jeremy, Rosemary, Ben, you all don't vote. So the only people that need to vote is Charlene, Brendan, and Keegan. Charlene, can you please take the urn back?
This is wild.
This is wild, guys.
This
is so wild.
This is wild.
That's so funny.
Yeah, how did
It is funny.
Oh my
How did
God.
it get wild?
That's so funny. I'll laugh about it later, don't worry.
Alright, we're going to get the votes. Alright, let's count the votes. Alright, first vote, Rose. Fifth person vote out of Canberra Survivor, Rose. We don't need to count the rest of the votes. Rose, get your torch.
Take this one. Wait.
mine.
Here's something I prepared earlier.
I won't need it.
Rose, amazing run, but the tribe has spoken. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Well, you said this is a new tribe, but it seems like all tribal lions are still here. Jazz, you better get to work and head on out.
Cool. Thank you.
I've been living on borrowed time for a while now, so I think it was just the case of my time was up. I scrambled as much as I could, I pitched as much as I could, but nothing quite stuck. The last vote, look, Keegan clearly played myself and Jeremy. He succeeded in, I think, scaring Ben a little bit by getting 2 votes on Ben. And then he had Jeremy and I where he wanted us, presumably, by having the option to vote any of us out.
This is just a numbers game, and we're still red strong.
I think Keegan's doing well, but he's had a run of very good luck by not going to tribal council, and also by not having anyone really with the guts to target him yet. I think his days are going to be numbered as soon as he gets to individual immunity challenges, because he's just too much of a threat. And people know it. I mean, I've been putting that out there relentlessly. Alex could be a little bit of a surprise and come through, just because she has done quite well with the immunity stuff, like getting an immunity idol, winning a challenge. I could see her winning a few challenges and kind of coming through as an underestimated player. Rad, a little bit under the radar. I think could do well for a while, because I just don't think he's super I don't think he's got any huge red flags that people are watching for in terms of being a big threat.
Votes for Rose went the way we planned, so thank God.
I tend to overanalyze and go back on every decision I made and try and figure out what I should have done. Honestly, this time I felt like I did basically